Hi class, welcome to week 2. I want to talk to you first about week 1 for just a minute. I'd like you to go back and read your feedback if you haven't done so. If you don't know where to find it, look in the grade book. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll walk you through that process. It's very important to read your feedback. For one thing, there's a quiz about feedback in week 2. And secondly, the most important thing is it's written for your improvement. If there's something you don't agree with or you want to talk to me about, I am so open to doing that. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And if you feel like that's the case, I'm also very happy to talk to you about that. Okay, let's move on to week 2. This week we're going to talk about planning to be successful. It's very difficult to be successful. Few people fall into success. They plan for it and they work hard towards it. Possibly the most important part of planning for success is using your time wisely. I believe you probably touched on this in your first class and other times in your life, but we're going to go into real specific ways of building a schedule and using your time. Please feel free to add your comments, what helps you, what kind of software you use, or what kind of apps you use to track your time. And let's make this a really good back and forth discussion about using time wisely. Aha, the dreaded P word, procrastination. Procrastinating is a sure way to fail. Some of us work better under pressure, but we often can get ourselves under too much pressure and then we do not get our plan worked out. Wasting time is something we all do to one degree or another. We might get caught up in our favorite activity. I can start a book and not want to put it down, and we put our assignments off. We think, oh, I can do that later, and we get back to what we're doing, and then later comes and it's too late. We're going to base our planning this week on our top 3 priorities. Your top 3 might be work, family, school. It might be extended family. Maybe you have an older person in your life to take care of, or a child who requires more attention than some children. You need to work school into those top 3 if you're going to be successful. If you are at home, then it's sometimes even harder to learn use your time wisely, because it's easy to think that you've got plenty of time to get it done. Set your priorities, make your calendar according to your priorities. The author in your textbook brings money matters into this chapter because financial stress is one of the worst stressors that most of us have. He has provided some excellent tools for you to use to balance your finances, to plan a budget, and has described 3 categories of expenses, which we will discuss: fixed, variable, and discretionary. This doesn't always come up in our discussions, but I'd like for us to try to make a point to be sure and talk about how money creates stress and what we can do about it this week. Welcome again to week 2, and I'll see you in discussions. Don't forget to read your text before you write. Thanks.